Letters to Juliet. Again, the first time Claire wrote to Juliet, she was drunk on cheap Chianti and heartbreak. Verona's summer heat clung to her skin as she stumbled into the courtyard of Casa di Giulietta, the famed balcony of Shakespeare's tragic heroine looming above her. Around her, love-struck tourists scribbled notes, tucking them between the ancient stones of Juliet's wall. Claire scoffed, as if a fictional character could fix real-life heartache. But then she thought of Daniel, the way he'd packed his things so methodically. Like leaving her was just another item on his to-do list, and her fingers itched for a pen. She grabbed a scrap of paper from her bag. Dear Juliet, my boyfriend of 5 years left me because he needed space. What's the point of love if it just ends in betrayal? Claire, defeated, she shoved the note into a crack in the wall, not expecting an answer. The reply 3 days later. Claire was nursing an espresso at a cafe near Piazza del Erbe when a weathered woman in a sun-faded apron approached her table. Claire. The woman held out an envelope. For you, Claire blinked. How did you? The secretaries of Juliet, the woman said, as if that explained everything. We answered the letters. Inside the envelope was Claire's original note, and beneath it, a reply in elegant, looping script. Dear defeated Claire, love is not about the ending. It's about the moments that make the heart race and the soul remember. Your story isn't over. It's simply waiting for its next chapter. P.S. Yoga instructors are overrated. Juliet. Claire laughed, a real startled laugh that drew glances from nearby tables. It was the first time she'd laughed since the breakup. The correspondence. She wrote back that night at, Dear Juliet, okay, wise one, then tell me this. How do you know when it's real? The next morning, another reply waited at her hotel's front desk. Dear Claire, real love feels like coming home, Evan, if you've never been there before. Claire's breath caught. The words resonated in a way she couldn't explain, and so it continued. Every day she left a new letter at the wall. Every day a reply appeared in her mailbox, slipped under her door, once even tucked into her gelato napkin. Whoever this Juliet was, they understood her more than Daniel ever had. The meeting, after 2 weeks of letters, Claire's curiosity burned. She needed to meet this person. Her next note was daring. Dear Juliet, meet me tonight at 8 p.m. by the fountain in Piazza Bra. I'll be the one holding a rose. At 7:55 p.m., Claire fidgeted with the stem of a red rose, her pulse erratic. What if it was some elderly Italian nonna? What if it was a scam? What if it was? You're early. Familiar voice sent a jolt down her spine. She turned. Luca, her tour guide from the first day in Verona, the one who joked about Shakespeare's terrible understanding of Italian geography. The one with the unfairly green eyes and the habit of quoting Dante under his breath. He held up an envelope, grinning. Did you ask for Juliet? Claire's mouth went dry. You wrote the letters? Luca shrugged. I volunteer with the secretaries. When your note came in, I recognized your name from the tour roster. He stepped closer. What? I couldn't resist answering. The pieces clicked the way the replies had referenced things she'd only muttered aloud. You stalked me, she accused, but she was fighting a smile. Luca laughed, tapping the rose in her hand. No, I just listened. The twist they walked along the Adige River, Claire's elbow brushing Luca's as he confessed. I've answered hundreds of letters, but yours, he hesitated. Yours felt different. Claire thought of Daniel's empty promises, of how love had always felt like a performance before. But this easy, honest connection was unlike anything she'd known. So, she teased, does this mean I get a happy ending? Luca stopped, turning her to face him. The lamplight caught the gold in his eyes. No, he said softly. It means you get a happy beginning. And under the stars of Verona, the same stars Juliet had once wished, App and Claire believed him. The courtyard of Casa di Giulietta was crowded when Claire returned, Luca's hand warm in hers. At the wall, a young girl tucked a note between the stones, her face pinched with heartbreak. Claire met Luca's eyes. Without a word, he handed her a pen. She wrote, Dear stranger, trust me. Your best love story isn't behind you, it's ahead. Claire. As they walked away, Luca kissed her temple. Think she write back? Claire smiled. I hope so.